Hi everybody, Lorina Quigley here, your mystical ex-Mormon, psychic medium, energy healer, teacher, spiritual mentor, and all sorts of fun things that exist in the metaphysical world. That's my job. That's my gig. Anyway, so today I just want to do a quick video on unlocking your third eye. And I wrote everything down so I remember exactly what I want to say, because sometimes when I communicate, I get a little all over the place. So I'm trying to be less that way, trying to be more on point. Anyway, and I say anyway way too much, and I'm saying that I'm saying it way too much. Yeah. So someone was laughing at me the other day about me actually saying that out loud in a video, that I say it too much. So I'm going to try not to say that. So today I'm going to talk about how to unlock your third eye. How do we unlock our third eye? And how do we have more clairvoyance? How to have more clairvoyance. We all want that. Well, I think we do. Maybe that's just me, but it can only help help navigate this world. It's a little crazy. So being more psychic and intuitive is incredibly helpful. And we all need this. So how can I have more clairvoyance? And we were doing this in class last night. And how to see into the astral realm. How can I see more of the astral realm? How can I have more clairvoyance? And okay, so I got a couple of techniques for you here. So a really great way to practice your clairvoyance and seeing into the astral realm and opening up your third eye, unlocking it, is practice scrying. Scrying, S-C-R-Y-I-N-G, scrying. And what that is there are several ways to do scrying. You can, traditionally, it can be a crystal ball. And so what you do is just use a crystal ball, have it on a dark background. So I have this big dark blue velvet piece of fabric. It's gorgeous. And I put that on there. So you can put that on something that is a dark background, because you don't want the background interfering with what you're looking at, and you're going to be looking down through it. So you want it on a desk so you can see it like say from here, so you can look at it, but you don't want too much interruption in the background. And what I mean by that is, so maybe do it at night when it's a little bit darker. I wouldn't do it in a completely dark room. You don't have to do that, but darker. And just look into it. So it becomes kind of a meditation as you're looking into the crystal ball. And you can also do this with a black mirror scrying. And what that is you take a mirror, and it has to, so you can make these actually for yourself. And so you would take like an old frame with a glass piece in it, and you spray paint the back of the glass in the frame and let it dry. And then you put it so that the glass is, the see-through part of the glass is on top. The black that you've spray painted is on behind it. So you've got a black mirror. And there are also like obsidian plates that you can buy that's black. So what you do is you set it down, and you can put it at a slight angle, or you can have it down here on a desk, and you observe. And again, you would say, I didn't say this before, you would say a prayer of protection, calling in higher spirits, and then you look at the black mirror. So, but what you don't want to do is be able to see your own reflection in it. So it has to be angled so that you don't see yourself in it. You might get freaked out. And I have done this, and man, it works really fast, really fast. I have an obsidian, a black obsidian mirror, but I was looking at myself, and don't do that. And what happened is that, sorry, I didn't mean for this to go into a story, but what happened was I got so connected so quickly. But this was after doing psychic work. I decided to go ahead and do this. my mom came in so fast and so quickly that I felt like she had, like, something had poured open my head and she was inside me talking to me. And it was so clear and precise. And she was talking to me about someone in my family. And it was like, no, get out of my head. It was too much. So I'm going to try it again in a slightly different way, because then I went back and looked at instructions and it was like, go, no, you really want to not be able to see yourself. And I did try it once again after that, but it was after a class and I just like, okay, now let's do this later when I am more well rested and just more clear, some more time to meditate and such, so that I can be in a state where I can do this really well. So you can use a black mirror scrying. It does work. In fact, really quickly. This will help you open up your third eye and help with your clairvoyance. Also, what you can use is, this is what Nostradamus used to use, is it's a bowl. So you take, it's the same principle. You take a bowl, but it needs to be black, it needs to be dark. And you put water in it so that the surface is really clear and it's on a table. And then you look at the image, staring into the images of what happens on the water. This is how Nostradamus got a lot of his information, but he also tied it in with astrology. He was a very good astrologer. Anyway, and we still know who he is. I don't know how many years later, 400 years later? I could be wrong. Please don't get mad at me. But you can let me know in the comments if you want to. Anyway, those work. They all work. But it takes time, and you really have to sit, be in a meditative state, say a prayer of protection, calling in your guides, and then look. So it takes time. Okay, so that is all a form of scrying. Okay, then you can look at a candle. Looking at a candle is a form of developing your third eye, opening up your third eye, helping you develop clairvoyance. And it's super simple. All you do is take a candle, be sitting, I got a table right here. So take a candle. You have to be able to see the flame. So you don't want one of those candles that are in a big pot that you can sort of see maybe through the glass. No, you want a candle where you can see the flame. So some sort of taper or a short candle will work too. So what you're going to do is put it on a desk, and you should do it at night in a darker darkened room, and it doesn't need to be all the way dark. And the lights, the candle's going to make light anyway. So you're going to stare at this candle. You want to be kind of close to it. You don't want to be too far from it. So maybe a foot or two, and just stare at the candle. So what you're doing as you're staring at the candle is you are focusing on the flame. Focus on the flame. Okay, we're going to say the flame's this big. You're going to focus on the center of the flame. But what you're doing as you really plant your focus there, you're going to be looking around. So you're using your periphery vision as you stare at the flame and see what's going on out here without losing your focus at this one point. This will help open up your third eye. If you can do that 15 minutes a night, it's going to help open up your third eye. It's going to help open up your vision, your clairvoyant vision. Please try this. Get back to me. And you want to do it every night. And again, before you do it, meditate a little bit, say a prayer, call in your guides to assist, so that you're doing this in an atmosphere in the room where you have made it more sacred or rarefied, so that higher energies can come in and be with you and help you with opening your third eye. It really, really works. Now you can also do this. This is an extension of the candle method. So what you can do is, you need a friend, family member, whatever. have them sit in front of the candles. So, and what that means is, so pretend that I'm the friend. I put a candle behind me, somewhere back here, like towards the upper back, and in a dark room again, and watch around them, using your periphery vision to help you see things. So you're going to be focused on one place. So you could be looking at their third eye, their shoulders, right here, their heart area, but you are observing around them. So it's almost like you're making your sight a little bit unfocused as you look around you, but you're focused on one spot. This really, really works. And you want to do that for as long as you can, 15 minutes, as long as your friend's willing to sit there and maybe switch around. That is going to help you open your third eye. And as you do this, it is very possible that you will start seeing their aura. You could start seeing the colors in their aura, the energy of their aura. You might start seeing around them. You may see some sort of movement. You might see beings. Also, sometimes when you do this, someone can come in, like a loved one come in, and actually what's called transfiguration. You can start to see them transfigure over your friend's face. Or you might see some beings come in, like some angels or ascended masters or higher self. And if you want to play with it, you can actually ask while you're doing this with your friend, ask them to call in their higher self and see what happens as they do this. It will change their energy. It will shift it to a much higher vibration, and you can watch what that process looks like. It's pretty cool. This again will help you open your third eye. You can also do this with plants, and what you do again, you have a house plant, set it on a table, set the candle behind the plant, and you watch. You're the observer, so you're watching from here. The plant is here and the candle is here. And again, watch the plant. Focus on one spot on the plant and use your periphery vision to see what's going on around it. You'll probably start seeing its aura, the plant's aura, energy. You will start seeing energies. And there are some plants that you can use that are very protective in the home, like vibrationally, and I would have to look again to see what they are. There are some very specific plants that can help with protecting your home that are very poisonous to cats and dogs. So I don't have them in my home because, I don't want to risk that. But it will help with that. I think it starts with the CH, the planet. I'll get back to you on that. I can put it in the notes for the video. Anyway, it's another way to use this candle method, candle gazing, to see things. So you can see you can use it with plants, friends, loved ones, or just stare at the candle itself. That is another way of doing it. It's all an extension of that one thing. And just notice what you notice. Be patient. You're going to start seeing things. One other way to open your third eye, unlocking it, becoming more clairvoyant is, and I learned this from a very famous remote viewer, and one of the classes I took with him. And what you do is, this is a precognitive exercise, but it doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily have to do it for precognitive powers. Precog means that you're looking into the future and you want to open up that part of yourself so that you can be precognitive and see into the future. But you can just do this as an exercise to open your third eye. Two different ways. The first one is more simple. It's just, they're both the same. One is just with the intent that you put into it. Okay, the first one is, and I have done a video on this one before. I've given this information before, but what you do is you listen to binaural beats, theta binaural beats. You can also listen to isochronic tones. and binaural beats. They've combined them. Theta, you want theta. And what you do is you either use earbuds or headphones, and you have to have that to make it effective. And what you do is, again, go into a meditative state. So you can do breath work, you can meditate, and then do this. Put on theta binaural beats. Close your eyes. You should do this sitting up because you do not want to fall asleep. So what you do is you put your attention, okay, let me just, 45-degree angle. So when you do this, first of all, you do go into an alpha state. So it does change. It changes your awareness. It shifts your brain state, like instantly. And it's just, I mean, within a few seconds. Okay, so looking up at a 45-degree angle. Now you don't want to do it so much that it strains your eyes. So if you go up to a certain level, it starts straining, you can bring it down a little bit. Hold it there and just hold your vision there with your eyes closed. Hold it there. Do this for at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And the thing, what you want to do is, and why I say sit up, do this sitting up, is because if you lay down, there's a good chance you're going to fall asleep. And what you want to do is pay attention. Pay attention. So because as you stare from this state, what happens is you go into a hypnagogic state and you start seeing images. You'll start getting images floating in and out, colors, perceptions will start shifting and changing. And the more you do this, the more this will happen. And what can happen as you're doing this is you may start having visions. And you actually could start remote viewing. I mean, just spontaneously, not simultaneously, spontaneously be somewhere and be remote viewing. Because I've had that happen. It's really cool. But you have to be doing this. And then, and just practice that. If you can do 10, 15 minutes every night, do it for more than a week. Do it for a month and see what happens. If you can have that determination to do that and see what happens. And then how this becomes precognitive is you ask to see something. And so you get started to do it. You go into that state and say, show me. So you're telling your awareness through your intention that you want to see something. Show me something that I'm going to see tomorrow. Or show me something that I'm going to see in the next week. Or show me something in the next month. And then as you do this, just pay attention. And the hardest part is paying attention. And what I mean by that is we live in a society where there's so many distractions and just we're all over the place. A lot of people are just all over the place. So what you want to do is make sure that you stay paying attention. And that doesn't mean beat yourself up if you're suddenly not paying attention, but just watch, be an observer, pay attention to those images, and know you're going to spend at least 10 minutes a day doing this. Show me something that I will see tomorrow. Show me something that I will see this week that I really notice. And just see what happens. This is opening your third eye, opening your intuition, opening your awareness, opening your level of focus so that you have more awareness of stuff that's coming in. It helps with all of these things. Please try this and get back to me and let me know how you do on this. It will increase your clairvoyance. It will increase your awareness. It will start unlocking your third eye. And boy, we really need that right now in society. So please try these things. Those are three, okay, I give you 3 methods of doing this and some kind of offshoots, derivatives of some of those 3 methods that you can do to help you become more psychic. Yay, and we all want that. Anyway, that's it. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.